We're going to Dallas.
Hey y'all, don't mess with Texas.
One city,
2 bites.
3 sites. So we decided to do a road trip and hit a bunch of cities that we have really never explored as a family.
We went to the 6th floor museum at Dealey Plaza.
It was really cool how they walked you through JFK's life. They set up everything that led to his time in Dallas and the aftermath.
It was kind of cool to be there where it happened.
This was a really great museum. I think it was really cool even for the boys, and you feel a little bit like you're stepping back in time and time traveling back to this event.
So let us not be blind to our differences, but let us also direct attention to our common interest and the means by which those differences can be resolved.
There's all kinds of pictures, there's videos, there's clothes people were wearing that day, stuff like that.
So on display, there was the clothes that the detective was wearing.
As he's handcuffed to Lee Harvey Oswald, and that dude came up, I forgot his name already.
A guy that was really angry that he had shot the president walked up to the person who shot the president, and then he shot him.
I think the guy's name was Jack Ruby. Matt's gonna look it up, because I think you are. Yes, Matt confirms it. His name was Jack Ruby.
You could see on the 6th floor where
Lee Harvey Oswald fired the shots.
They have a glass wall blocking off that window, and then boxes all set up how they were set up in the crime scene photos from that day.
Once you exit the museum, you can do it beforehand too, going out to Dealey Plaza. It's a very thought-provoking experience.
you could see an X on the road from where each shot was there.
Where the first shot was, the second, and then the third.
And what I really liked is that they ended kind of on the legacy that Kennedy had. One of the cool things that Kennedy was trying to do was kind of spark some civil rights reform. On this trip, we're going to be visiting a number of cities that talk about the civil rights movement. It was kind of cool to see the beginnings of what he was doing in his presidency for civil rights.
Themselves.
Hey Elliot,
Hi.
it's your birthday.
No, it's not.
But we're going to Velvet Taco. Quinn says it sounds yum.
I'm running. We went to Velvet Taco.
Which was super good. If you're in Dallas, you have to go there.
I know there are so many great taco places, but Velvet Taco is kind of an old favorite of Matt's and mine, and so we wanted to bring the boys.
I had the burger taco, which was pretty good.
All the time I would just go grab limes, suck on them, and also use them to squeeze on the chips. The chips are the things I wouldn't stop eating.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Fun, casual vibe. We all enjoyed it, and there you go.
On a road trip and somehow found myself at Target. I always end up here. Once we checked in and we had a load of laundry running, we went to the pool.
Of course.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
We played games. It had rows, in the Olympics, lanes you have to swim in. The water felt really good after a super hot day.
Selfie portrait video. Selfie portrait video. The next morning, we actually went to Frisco.
Not to be confused with San Francisco. They aren't the same, but sound the same in my mind a little bit.
You have to go to the best donut place ever.
Elliot found this place called BK Donuts.
I found it online.
What the cute donut lady was happening? This lady comes out from around the back and is so much positive energy and so excited to see us.
The lady there was super nice. She just comes out all cheerful.
Probably one of the best experiences as a customer that I've ever had in a donut shop.
She would say, filled or not filled. Went over to a filler, stuffed it in there, and pumped the filling into it right there.
She just pumped that custard in there. It was amazing.
We got sausage rolls things, and then these small, really good cinnamon donuts.
Holy cow, this place is amazing.
You have to go there.
Plus, we're gonna swing by, check out DP.
At first, we're gonna drive by there, and we're not even gonna go in. We're in the parking lot, but we still get to see it. Yippee!
Yeah, what he said. So yippee.
We really like watching Dude Perfect videos.
They do like trick shots, battles, overtime, a bunch of cool stuff.
It's this like warehouse in Frisco, and we didn't expect to see any of them. We just kind of wanted to get a picture in front of it and drive around it and see this place that we have seen on YouTube a ton of times.
And I have touched it, so is the pork.
But by 15 minutes, we missed Sparky.
15 minutes.
There's actually a barcode on the door that if you scan that, you can get an exclusive t-shirt that says you visited.
Pound it.
Not good.
See ya! So we got to have donuts. We got to go to Dude Perfect headquarters. What do you do after that? You go to the Dallas Arboretum. That's what you do after that.
I looked up some of the top things to see in Dallas, and the Dallas Arboretum was at the top of a lot of those lists. We're at the Dallas Arboretum,
Burrito.
It made me really hungry for burritos, actually.
and we paid just a little bit extra, $3 extra to get into the children's part.
And the kids section had water, so like we wouldn't die or overheat or anything.
I'm in heaven right now.
I think it's perfect for children of all ages. Our boys are 9 and 11, and they really, really enjoyed it.
It's really cute. I love turtles.
Look, there's another turtle hatching. You're born at 9 years old from a turtle.
Yes,
Crazy.
and I'm a human.
I don't like ants, mostly ants and flies, but all bugs too.
How do you feel about this giant, crazy-looking butterfly?
I like humans.
We spent most of our time in the children's part, and it was a really hot day, but they had a lot of water activities. They had shade, they had misters, they had water fountains throughout.
It's like taking a light, nice and cold shower.
So they don't think that water will be able to splash out of you. Also, this is how coconuts get around. There was this garden that had these cool dragons that breathed mist,
Because they put like a mist hole in them. So.
which was refreshing and misty.
What is my favorite part of the Dallas Arboretum? Is it getting misted? Yes. Yes, perhaps that is my favorite part.
So we were able to keep cool throughout the whole experience.
This is like The Sound of Music, and I feel like somebody should be singing.
I am 16, going on 17.
Fellows will fall in line. You can get a free ride from like kind of the entrance in the kids area through the garden to the other side of the Arboretum. It's on like an extended, those long golf carts, like a golf cart limousine. I don't know what those are called, a golf cart SUV.
And the driver drove us around the entire Arboretum, gave us this great tour, explaining some of the history and the happenings behind the families that had lived there years before.
And we started acquiring the property in the mid to late 70s.
I like the frog fountain. I'm just gonna let it over for time.
So we are heading to the pool after this, but we kind of can't help ourselves.
That would be definitely a good spot for water shoes.
Quinn, you enjoying this?
Yeah.
E, what do you think?
Cool? Like literally?
It's so fun. It was fun for them and it was fun for us.
Yeah, the Arboretum altogether was...
It came through a lot of decisions, but we have now popcorn.
We got this cute guy at the Arboretum. I've been confused by his name maybe 8 times. So like, remember when we got popcorn at the Arboretum? Well, first of all, I don't like popcorn because it gets stuck in my teeth and I choke on it. Oh right, not the food, the dog.
Popcorn!
We went to Trinity Grove after the Arboretum for lunch and dinner.
When we looked up Trinity Groves, it looked like this great collection of restaurants.
And I was so excited. I love a big food truck lineup or a big area where you can just wander and try things from different places. If you want that, don't go on a Monday. On a Monday, you can park really easily, but you have like 2 choices of restaurant.
But we ended up loving the place that we went to.
We had some dang good Chinese.
Some dang good Chinese.
That's literally the name of it, if you want to find it.
There's like this super rad painting on the wall. All the servers were really helpful and kind and great to us.
It was the best Chinese I've ever had.
The food was amazing.
And then the soup dumplings.
The egg drop soup was good. Everything was good.
The egg rolls were so good. This is my new favorite restaurant.
In order to remain young, one must change.
That's deep. It really was some of the best Chinese that we've ever had.
You know what they say, some dang good Chinese is some dang good Chinese.
Yeah, it was really good. I loved the food there. Next place.
Mom had seen a chocolate store and she wanted to check it out.
We went to a chocolate place called Kate Weiser.
Oh, my word. The chocolate is so shiny. It's so shiny. It's so cute. They're so little.
I got the peanut brittle chocolate, which was amazing.
I got the Cookie Monster.
And I got habanero mango dark chocolate.
I had the key lime pie chocolate. The chocolate was amazing. Some of the best chocolate I've ever had.
So we spent $12 on 4 pieces of chocolate. That is not normal for us. Normally I'm like, no. But we put that into our budget and we're like, we're gonna do a few of those things throughout our trip just to try something. That is so good.
Oh wow, it tastes like key lime. And it literally tasted like key lime pie. It was so good. And I think because of the timing and because it was a Monday, it wasn't quite as active as we thought it might be. It still turned out to be a really cool place.
We call the Reunion Tower a golf ball building because it just looks like it's a golf ball and a huge tee.
Gonna go up Reunion Tower. Should be a good view. There's parking for Reunion Tower, which is separate from the parking for Hyatt. I think it's just south of the tower. When you park at the Reunion Tower parking lot, there are actually signs that are painted onto the sidewalk that show you where to go, and then signs that say where the entrance is, so you can kind of go underneath at the bottom of the building and using an escalator to come up to the lobby of Reunion Tower.
We went to the 49th story. The elevator takes like 68 seconds to get all the way up.
There's a telescope and we zoomed in through the window on the 6th floor where the sniper was. Bum bum bum.
You can see people crossing the street. You can see the train coming by, all this stuff. It was really fun. I don't know why we go super high up in the air to then look at things super close down on the ground. Because we could just stay down on the ground and do that. But anyway, you overlook the city of Dallas and it was so cool.
And I also liked being out on the observation deck.
Because it's open air, it's not glass and closed. I thought that was really cool.
And you can see like all of Dallas. It's super cool. I am afraid of heights though, but it is enclosed, so it made me feel better.
The way they had the observation deck as kind of an overhang, you're able to look down and see straight down the tower.
It is really fun. It's cool. A lot of people go at sunset. We didn't want to because we wanted to go swimming. Shave ice and then swimming! Yeah!
And then we went to somewhere called Mr. Sugar Rush.
We were trying to get shave ice.
And it was only about a mile away, so when we pulled in, Mr. Evan their marketing director actually greeted us.
He was really nice and
We're like, yeah, we're here for Shape Ice. And he's like, this is like our headquarters.
That was kind of their administrative office.
So we weren't even at the right place because they do food trucks for events.
Mr. Evan was super gracious and actually let us order off the menu and get some stuff that was in the freezer.
I got a Klondike bar. It was super good. Quinn got a Sonic Hedgehog character face.
I still think they should try harder to make them look better. I don't like the face, but I do like the taste.
All those big ones.
We wanted to set aside an hour or two for the boys to swim.
And after being in 100-degree weather throughout the entire day, it was refreshing to jump in the pool and just be able to relax and chill.
We played this funny light game where me and Mom would own the lights.
But I would try and steal it.
So Elliot would say,
It's mine for the time being.
and I'd say, it's truly not. It's all mine.
No, I'll share, but it's mine for the time being.
It was so fun and funny.
Oh, where did those bubbles come from?
So we had a lot of fun with that game in our lane because it's divided into lanes. It's a hotel, but also people are there for fitness. And we saw fit to use British accents in Dallas on our trip.
Dallas was definitely a city that I would go back to again.
We've met a lot of really great and friendly people here on our trip to Dallas.
So one of the things that we love to do as a family is visit as many places as possible. And a lot of times when we have time off or vacation time, we actually try to crunch in multiple locations or destinations.
So when going to all of these places, we're spending a little bit less time so we can cover more ground. We know we're not going to make it to all the sites in that amount of time. All the things to see in a city, we couldn't. We wouldn't even have enough time, honestly, to cover it all. So we just prioritize what's most important to our family.
So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our experience in Dallas.
Make sure to like and subscribe. That would really help us. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna change our logo to bronze for a month. And we'll see you next time. Right, Popcorn?
Yeah.
Popcorn says yeah.
Bye.
Traveling should just be fun.
It is.
You should enjoy the people you're with and the things that you're doing.
I don't.
And especially the things you're tasting, which should not be the people you're with or the things you're seeing. Doing. Don't eat the people you're with.